Welcome to the podcast for and about Colorado Springs. I'm your host, Brittany Felix, and every Monday through Friday, I'll be talking about a different aspect relating to the Springs, including upcoming events, restaurant reviews, local business spotlights, media coverage about the Springs, public works projects, local activities, answering your questions about the city, and much, much more. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any of the updates, and also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find links to all of those social media accounts at springspodcast.com/social media. The Colorado Springs podcast is proudly sponsored by Elevation Hydration. Elevation Hydration is the only hydration therapy clinic serving Colorado Springs, and they are dedicated to helping you elevate your life. They use intravenous vitamin therapy to help athletes needing a boost of energy or help recovering after a tough competition, people experiencing cold-like symptoms or dehydration from the flu, anyone needing to recover quickly from a rough night out. I'm looking at you, college kids. And just anyone wanting a healthy alternative to preventative care. They have a wide variety of hydration packages to help address whatever your needs are. They're conveniently located inside Lush Beauty Lounge at 812 Village Center Drive, and if you mention this podcast during your visit, you'll receive $10 off any hydration package. To learn more about Elevation Hydration or to schedule an appointment, visit springspodcast.com/hydrate. Welcome to episode 16 of the Colorado Springs podcast. It is Monday, so that of course means this episode is going to be about the events happening around the city this week. And there are a lot, so I am not going to run through all of them. I'm going to pick some of the ones that I think seem the most interesting, but they are all listed on my website. So if you want the full rundown of what all is happening this week in Colorado Springs, go to springspodcast.com/events, and that is plural, so there is an S on the end. The first event we have is actually tonight, so January 23rd, starting at 5 p.m. at Whistle Pig Brewing Company. We have Paint Night with Brewster. And this is going to be a lot like the Paint with a Twist or Wine and Canvas parties. You're going to be painting a Colorado sea with a mountain silhouette while sipping on your favorite brews, wines, or house taps. Tickets do need to be purchased ahead of time, and the link will be in the listing for this event on my website. And there is a special reminder to not bring your own alcohol to the event. Most of these painting parties encourage that. However, their liquor license does not allow that, so do not bring your own alcohol. Tickets are $40. However, if you use the promo code of Colorado Springs, all one word, capitalized, you actually get $20 off, which is pretty freaking awesome. And the price includes all the supplies for the painting as well as being guided in the class. Now on Tuesday, January 24th, we have Startup Essentials for Veterans starting at 4 p.m. at the Pikes Peak Small Business Development Center. And the tagline for this event is a realistic starting point for any veteran who has made or is making a transition out of the military into small business. So if this applies to you, I definitely recommend that you check out this class. It is $18 and you can find more information on my website. Next, we have another Tuesday night Karma Hour at the Bristol Pub, and this week it's benefiting the Homefront Cares, which provides emergency and responsive support and grants for Colorado's military members, veterans, and their families who have been impacted by service to our nation. The proceeds from Karma Hour will be used for their Grants to Families program, which goes to help active duty military veterans and their families. The Bristol Pub will donate $1 per pint sold between 6 and 8 p.m. Again, this is on Tuesday night. And also on Tuesday, we have the U.S. Air Force Academy putting on a recital of classic and contemporary musical pieces. The event is free and it is open to the public. It starts at 7:30 p.m. and will be held at Colorado College in Packard Hall. And on Wednesday, January 25th, starting at 10 a.m., we have Little Wonders U Year, U as in EWE, at Bear Creek Nature Center. And the event listing says, discover the world of nature with your 2 or 3-year-old. Interactive activities and a short hike makes this the perfect introduction to the outdoors for your child. Tickets are $3 per person, including adults and siblings, and reservations are required. You can do so using the information in the event listing on my website. And this event is also being held on Thursday at the same time as well if you were not able to make Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we also have another program for families. Actually, Wednesday has a lot of programs for families this week. But this one specifically is Programs for Kids Pause to Read at the Rockrimmon branch of the PPLD. And it is free. And it says practice reading aloud and improve your fluency by sharing a story with one of our lovable Pause to Read dogs. The event is free and no registration is required. This will take place from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Carrying right along with family events on Wednesday, we have Family Star Party at the Space Foundation Discovery Center. It goes from 6:30 to 8 p.m. and it is free unless you want to visit the Discovery Center. And the event listing says this event creates a fun learning environment for the whole family and inspires the next generation of astronomy enthusiasts. And the last event I'm going to highlight for Wednesday is Butterfly Zone, New Age Jazz for a Green Planet. Tickets cost between $20 and $25. The event starts at 7 p.m. and is held at Millabo Art Theater. It says the Butterfly Zone Concert, a premiere performance of original music inspired by nature. 100% of net proceeds are donated to the Nature Conservancy and Friends of the Earth in support of positive environmental action. On Thursday, January 26th, we have the Colorado Springs Young Professional Social going from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Blue Star. The event is free, and it is basically just to socialize with other young professionals. Also on Thursday, we have the Women's Night Out, hosted by Widefield Parks and Recreation at French Elementary. The event does go from 6 to 8 p.m. It is free, and the description says, partake in chair massages, yoga, essential oils, tai chi, smoothies, card making, a mini Pinterest party, whatever that means, giveaways, refreshments, blind date with a book, and more. This event is for ladies 18 years and up, and the first 150 women through the door get a goodie bag. And the last event I'm going to mention for Thursday is a night of ski films being held at Urban Steam Coffee Bar, and it's being hosted by the Independent Film Society of Colorado. It goes from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., and it's going to be a showing of 2 recent films from Matchstick Productions. It says the volume will be loud, drinks will be strong, and coffee will be hot. And moving on to Friday, January 27th, starting at 1 p.m., we have a collage workshop, also at the Rockrimmon branch of PPLD. The event is free. No previous art experience is necessary. All materials would be provided, and registration is required. Starting at 6 p.m. on January 27th, we have Sip and Solder at Little Glass Art at Full Spectrum Art and Glass Supply. The price is $35, and this actually seems pretty cool because we all know about wine and canvas, paint with a twist. We know these painting parties, but this is a little bit different. You're actually soldering and creating glass artwork. And I am currently in the process of scheduling a private session actually with Little Glass Art, and I am so excited about it, and I will definitely be talking about the experience here on the show. They do have these Sip and Solder events over multiple nights in the coming months, so you're going to want to check out the calendar if you are not able to make it this Friday. Also on Friday, we have an evening with Paula Poundstone, who is heralded as one of our country's foremost comics. Her quick-thinking, unscripted approach to comedy makes for a perfect fit as a regular panelist on NPR's #1 show, the Screwball Weekly News Quiz Show, Wait, Don't Tell Me, where she holds the record for game defeats. Ticket prices do vary, and the event starts at 7 p.m. at the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center. And also on Friday, we have another event that I am also very excited about. I think it's something that I am going to drag my husband along to. And that is McLaren Society presents Beethoven and beer. I love classical music, kind of fond of alcohol, so this seems like a perfect combination. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and is held at the Ivy Wild School. The event is actually free, which makes it even better in my opinion. Selections of Bristol beer will be offered at the cash bar before and after the concert. The dress is casual and all are welcome. You can register at mclarenschool.org. Starting on Friday and actually going through Sunday is something that I think is so cool, and I've never heard of anything like this being done before. But it's the 7th annual Touch a Truck weekend. And the hours do vary based on the day, so you're going to want to check out the events on my website to find out what the hours are for the particular day that you'll be able to attend. It is being held at the Mortgage Solutions Financial Expo Center, and it's being presented by the Junior League of Colorado Springs. And if you've not heard of this event in the prior years, essentially This is a place where kids can go and check out all of the really awesome work trucks and things like that. You know, the toys that kids play with, but very rarely ever get to experience in real life because they're usually in operation and very dangerous. So now they'll get to get into the driver's seat, compare themselves to the size of the tires, climb onto the flatbeds, and just generally get up close and personal with these trucks that are so fascinating to little kids. Tickets are $5 for individuals or $20 for a family of 5, and children under the age of 2 are free. 100% of the funds raised by Touch a Truck will help the Junior League further its mission, support its community programs, and be put back to work in our community. And technically stepping outside of Colorado Springs, we have the Manitou Springs Great Fruitcake Toss. It has been going for over 20 years now, and it will be on Saturday starting at 1 p.m. in Memorial Park, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Local bakers compete for the title of Fruitcake King or Queen, and the community will determine who makes the best organic, non-GMO, and natural wonderful fruitcake. The event is free, but they do request a donation of one non-perishable food item, which benefits the Manitou Springs Community Pantry. Also on Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., we have the Delicious Downtown Food Tour being presented by Rocky Mountain Food Tours. Starts at 2 p.m., tickets are $55, and advance purchase is required. The tour features 5 diversely delicious culinary destinations within easy walking distance of 1/2 mile. This event does take place multiple Saturdays over the next few months, so if you cannot make it this Saturday, make sure you check out that calendar to see what those other dates are. Also on Saturday, starting at 6 p.m., we have Family Fun Game Night at Be More Event Center. Admission is $5 apiece, 2 years and younger are free, and the description says, enjoy quality time with your family with games for all ages from 1 to 99. Toddler games, board games, card games, and video games available. It is requested that you call and order tickets via the contact for the event, and you can find that information in the event listing on my website. And the last event I'm going to spotlight for Saturday is Rodney Carrington coming to Pikes Peak Center for the Performing Arts. The show does start at 7 p.m., and tickets do vary in price. You're going to want to check to make sure that those are not sold out yet. And the last event that I'm going to spotlight is Beginner's Acrylic Painting One-Day Workshop, Autumn Aspens with Laura Riley. It's being held at the Westside Community Center, and the workshop will take place on Sunday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Tickets are $75, and that does include all of your supplies. You're going to learn the basic foundation method for painting in acrylics using the Autumn Aspen landscape as your inspiration. Paint along with Laura and learn all the aspects about how to create a beautiful acrylic painting from start to finish. And that does wrap up the events that I'm going to highlight. However, there were so many that I did not cover. There were 22 or 23 events just on Saturday alone. So make sure you head on over to springspodcast.com/events and check out the rest of those so that you can find out what is happening around Colorado Springs this week and get out there and explore this amazing, vibrant city that we have. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you back here tomorrow for yet another episode.